I was thinking of this the other day as I was dyeing my hair because I don't want people to know that I'm not 29. How many different ways we work so hard for appearances. I dye my hair, I put on my makeup. A lot of my clothes are black because they're supposed to be slimming. You get that, don't you, women? Think about the people that go to church. Different reasons they go, but the ones we always think of are those families that have their kids perfectly dressed. They march in, they sit quietly with their hands tossed. And I just always remember it being told to me that the most unholy hour of the week is the hour right before worship. Isn't that the truth? And then you look on their social media pages and everything is picture perfect until something unexpected happens. And that unexpected sometimes jars us because we're comfortable with our appearances. More often than not, those families that are perfect, everyone that you see on social media, all of those that you see just absolutely having all their ducks in a row, behind the scenes, it's not that happy. Both my kids were surprises. I never carried either to full term. I was on bed rest for a month and a half with Isabel before she came a month early. Jacob, I was just doing my normal thing, and then all of a sudden the doctor calls and says he's in distress. Guess what? You're gonna be a mom today. And I thought, okay, the most unexpected thing ever happened. And then I met these two amazing kids. And I'll tell you, pregnant with Isabel, I was scared to death. I thought, how in the world can I love somebody else as much as I love Jacob? There's not room in my heart. And lo and behold, I found this whole new heart. And then Isabel comes into this world and she's got health issues, and I did everything I could to expect what would happen next. I had her medicine, I had her lists, I had it all taken care of, but sometimes it didn't matter if I was on top of every minute of every day. We'd still end up in the ER, the doctor, or the hospital. And she was my easy one. Jacob. Oh, Jacob. In high school, that he had the assistant principal, the disciplinarian one, on speed dial on his phone, not because he was in trouble, because they were good friends, but still, that's not one you expect. I never knew what to expect from Jacob. And then he had 2 dates to his senior homecoming dance. He was full of unexpected things. We didn't know what was going to happen. Graduates Roanoke College on the dean's list, and he's headed to law school in the fall. Who would have guessed it? Isabel, the one that spent most of her life in doctor's offices crying about needles and blood work and all of that stuff, she wants to go to med school. Life is full of unexpected. And when you get a lab, of course, you think you're just getting the most perfect dog in the world, and nobody is, just me, because I have Winnie. But you think that labs, right? They're food motivated. They'll do anything to get their food. This one waits to eat with her cat. You think labs, oh, I'm gonna be getting up at 5 in the morning. This one, I have to force out of bed some mornings, don't I, baby? And then some of the most perfect relationships we are ever graced enough to be in, things out of our control, just toss it all up in the wind. I couldn't imagine how my life would change and be filled with joy and gratitude and love when I got this most perfect, beautiful dog. I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. And I give thanks that on the most unexpected, horrible days of our lives, we can turn to this and know that it's God that holds me in his hand. And for that I give thanks.